This is the story of Catherine and Curtis Jones. Catherine and Curtis Jones were the first kids to be tried as adults for first-degree murder. Catherine and Curtis were only a year apart. Sadly, their dad was not the nicest person. He was very abusive to both the kids and their mom. It got so bad that when their mom was pregnant with Catherine, he tore her uterus, leading to Catherine being born prematurely. When they were just toddlers, their mom left, leaving both of them stuck with their abuser. 2 years later, one of their dad's relatives moved in and started essaying Catherine almost every day. She tried telling her dad of the abuse, but he pushed her away. The only person who believed her was her brother, because he was also going through this abuse. Social services would show up there 3 times. Each time, their dad would tell them that Catherine and Curtis were liars, and they believed him. The people who were supposed to be helping them did nothing. When Catherine was 13, she told her 12-year-old brother she was going to kill everyone who was hurting them. At the time, 3 people were living there. Their dad, his relative, and their dad's girlfriend. They decided that they were going to kill the girlfriend first. They grabbed their dad's weapon and fired at her. She tried to call for help, but Catherine took the phone before she could. Once she stopped moving, it all started to sink in. So, Catherine and her brother didn't realize the severity of the consequences before they started trying to kill her. They thought that after they did it, they could just get away with it. But, so they started to, try to clean off their fingerprints from the gun before calling the cops, telling them that there was this accident and that they needed help. Once they hung up, they fled the area. The cops eventually caught them and took them to court. Once they got to court, they were convicted as adults for first-degree murder. When they went to jail for 18 years. For the first 3 years of Catherine being there, they thought it was too dangerous for her, so she's put in solitary confinement, which people would call torture for the adult prisoners. So from 13 to 16, Catherine was stuck in solitary confinement. When they finally got out, Catherine was let out at age 30, and she went off to go help people who were also struggling with the same abuse she was. So she got out, and she was doing much better, and they were trying to do the correct time in prison for child molesters. And same with her brother. He got out, and they're doing much better now. But just think about it. Why? When they were some people thought that they were monsters and that they could never do that. But if you were in that situation, if that was the only way. Catherine and Curtis also, when they were in court, they were defending each other, trying to take all the blame, so they were protecting each other. when Catherine had the choice to go against her brother, she just chose not to, so that he wouldn't have to go to jail. But yeah, comment down your thoughts about the story, and if you want me to do a more deep dive on Curtis and Catherine, let me know. And who should I do?